Hi, this is Kat and welcome to this 20-minute Balance for Focus flow. So this flow is designed specifically for those days where your thoughts are just feeling a little bit chaotic, a little bit scattered, and you need a little bit of an extra boost in concentration and focus to let you move forward with your tasks of the day. So we're going to be coming through some balancing poses in this practice. Balancing is just the perfect way to cultivate focus because you really need the steadiness, that concentration in the body, which directly translates to concentration and focus in the mind. So we're going to come through some balancing poses, also a little bit of flow to bring it all together. I hope you enjoy it. You don't need any props for this practice, just your mat and your intention. So when you're ready, let's get started. So we're going to begin today's practice in mountain pose. I've got my feet at hips width distance apart, pressing down into all four corners of the feet. Palms come out by your side, facing forward, pressing down through the fingertips, finding some length into the body, shining the crown of the head up towards the sky. Then you can let your eyelids become heavy here, closing your eyes. Bringing some awareness into the body, just checking in with yourself today. See how you're feeling. Notice any sensations in the body. Maybe you've got some tingling. Maybe you've got a lot of energy rushing around. Maybe you've got lethargy. Whatever's going on with you, no judgment, just noticing it. Because balance and therefore focus begins with awareness. Now I want you to lift your hands up towards the sky, at the same time sitting down into your hips, into our chair pose. Just take a quick look down, check that you can still see your toes over the tops of your knees. If not, maybe just sit your hips back a little bit further. Now I want you to raise your heels off the ground. With an inhale, keeping your heels off the ground, I want you to come all the way up into stand. Nice and slowly, intentionally. Good. Then release the hands down to your side. Heels come down to the floor. We're going to come through a few rounds like that. Really testing your balance, and the important part is bringing the intention into the movement. Inhaling up, sinking down into your chair pose, lifting the heels off the ground. Inhaling all the way up to stand. Exhale, heels and hands come down. We'll do 3 more rounds like that. Inhaling into your chair pose. Exhale, lift the heels up off the ground. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, down. Wobbling is part of the practice, that's your brain learning. Inhale up, sit down into your chair pose. Exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, pressing all the way up into stand. Exhale, down. We'll come through 1 more. Inhale, lift the hands, sink the hips down, chair pose. Exhale, lift the heels. Lifting up to stand. And exhale, the heels and hands come down. Return to mountain for a few moments. Grounding, returning to your breath, feeling that heat that you've also been building into your thighs, your arms, through the whole body. Bring your hands to your hips, bring your weight into your left foot, and your right foot's going to come up, and we're still using that intention. You're going to bring your foot all the way to the back of the mat, placing it down as slowly and controlled as you can, testing your balance here. Sweep the arms up into our high lunge. Sink the hips down a little bit lower. Grounding now through the feet, expanding out through the hands. Coming in to test our balance, we're going to come into a twist. Left hand comes back, right hand comes forward, opening up into the upper body. For an extra challenge, look towards your back hand. Find one focal point and breathe. One more breath here. Good. Bring that left hand forward. Bring your gaze round with it. Back up into your high lunge. Settle your hands down onto your hips. We're going to rotate our feet so that they're in line with the short edges of the mat. Lifting up through the crown of your head. Feel that length into the spine. Open the body for clarity. And then with an exhale, we're going to begin to fold forward for our wide-legged forward fold. You're welcome to let your hands come down to the floor. Bring some looseness, some softness into the head and into the neck. Letting go of any distracting thoughts. Bring your hands back onto your hips. Engage the core. Press down through your feet as you lift back up. Rotate the left foot towards the top of the mat again. And this time we're going to bring our left fingertips. They're going to come out about 6 inches in front of your left foot, in line with the outer edge of that foot. So bringing your weight into that left foot, fingertips come down, right leg begins to float off the mat. Right hand is still on my hip. We're going to begin to press that right foot towards the back of the room, opening up through the hip. And then we've got a few options here. If you feel good here, if this is a challenge, then you're welcome to stay here. Option 2 is to release your top hand up towards the sky. Option 3 is to bring that gaze up with you. We're really trying to open out through the chest and through the hip. And here, wobbling, shaking, it's absolutely normal. I'm sure you can see me wobbling right now. Good, now bring that right hand down. Gaze comes down with it. Right hand comes down onto the mat. Inhale all the way up to stand. Exhale your hands come down beside you. We're going to come through a quick vinyasa flow just to flush out some of that energy. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to your shins, straight back. Exhale, hands come down. Step your feet to the back of the mat, plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Good, now begin to walk up to the top of the mat. Sweep your hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale down. Hands come back onto your hips. This time the left foot steps back. Again, with that intention, that controlled expression of the transition, which lets us come really into balance and focus. So lifting up that left foot as slowly as you can. Bringing it all the way to the back of the mat. Beautiful. Sweeping the arms up for a high lunge. Settling down, stabilizing into the pose. Pressing down evenly into your 2 feet. Take an inhale. Exhale, right hand comes back, left hand comes forward. Keeping your gaze where it's comfortable, or for a bit more of a challenge, looking back towards that right hand. And focus means eliminating all other distractions. So with your vision, just choosing one focal point, eliminating everything else. Begin to come back through to center. Exhale, hands come back down onto your hips. Spinning your feet towards the long edge of the mat. We're going to come back into our wide-legged forward fold. With that inhale, finding the length all the way down the side body, up through the head. Inhale. Exhale, begin to fold forward. This time, if you would like, you can get your 2 peace fingers, wrapping them around your big toe, so you can use that traction to get a little bit deeper into your forward fold. You're welcome to close your eyes here. Taking a few breaths. Take a big inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Good. Release the grip of your big toe if you've got them there. Hands come back up to your hips. Engage your core, press down through both feet. Inhale, up to stand. Rotate that right foot forward, and we're going to come into half moon on the other side. So bring those fingertips 6 inches out in front of your right foot. We're going to begin to float our weight into the right foot and float the left foot out backwards. Opening up through that left shoulder, encouraging it open towards the sky, pressing through that back foot. And again, taking the variation that you feel comfortable with right now. So either staying here, lifting that left arm up towards the sky, and maybe bringing your gaze up to follow it. Wherever you are, we're looking at grounding down through that right leg, expanding out through the left leg, and noticing how the combination of those 2 energies is actually what balance and focus is all about. Good. Bring the gaze back down, left hand comes down, left foot comes down next to the right. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up, and exhale them down by your side. Again, we're going to come through a little flow just to flush out the effort that we came through. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hands come down, plank. Inhale here. Exhale, either all the way down or to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Big inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Baby steps up towards the top of your mat. Inhale, lift. Hands come all the way up to the sky. Palms come together. Exhale them down into the heart center. So we're going to come through one more flow to challenge our balance. Bring your weight into your left foot. Right knee comes in towards the body. Clasp your fingers around that right knee. And then keeping that knee up as high as you can. Going to release the grip. Arms come up overhead. Biceps stay beside your ears. Fingertips are reaching up towards the sky. Take an inhale. With the exhale, begin to tilt your body forward. Arms reaching out towards the front of the room. Your right foot reaching out towards the back. Inhale, coming all the way up. Knee comes in. Exhale, forward into your warrior 3. Good. Now just at the pace of your own breath. Transitioning between these 2 poses. So actually the focus here comes just as much from the transition as it does from the poses themselves. That intention, that consciousness that we bring into the movement, that's where focus comes from. We'll do one more. Good. Now bring your hands back onto your knees. One final balance here. Left hand stays where it is. Right hand stretches out towards the back of the room for a twist. Wringing out any distractions here. Finding that focal point. enjoying the wobbling even. Good, coming back to the front. And then release that foot. Just give your whole body a big shake here. I know that's quite intense for the left leg. Good, and then we're going to come onto the other side. When weight comes into the right foot, grab your left knee with your fingers. Clasp your fingers around that knee. Lifting up. Opening up your heart, pulling your shoulder blades together. Good, now holding that knee as high as you can. Inhale up. Pressing your fingertips up towards the sky. And then when you're ready, begin tilting your body forward, 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 forward. Stretching your left leg out behind you for warrior three. And then just begin to transition between these two poses. Doesn't matter how fast you come through them. The transition is just as, if not more important in this one than the pose itself. Biceps stay stretching alongside the ears. Really grounding into that lower foot. Good, last one. Coming up to stand. Grabbing onto that knee. Opening up through the collarbone. Keeping that hold with your right hand, with your left hand stretching back towards the back of the room. Falling out is totally fine. In fact, it's part of the practice. If you do fall out, just returning to the pose with kindness, with compassion. Happens to all of us. Good, bring that left hand to the front of the room. Let that left leg come down, and again, full body shake. This is not the elegant yoga pose, but it feels good after a balanced flow. Beautiful. Last time, stretch your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Just coming into a ragdoll variation. So taking a little bend into the legs. Really letting your head feel nice and heavy here. Letting go of anything you may still be holding on to that's not letting you focus. Good, and then I want to begin to bring my sit bones onto the mat. When they do reach the ground, coming into Navasana, so bringing your shins parallel with the mat and bringing your arms parallel with your shins. Opening up through the collarbone, finding length here in the upper body. Stretching the crown of the head upwards, pulling your shoulder blades together. This is our last pose before Shavasana. Take one more breath. Good, with the exhale, bring your feet down onto your mat. And then roll all the way down onto your mat. Taking up some space for Shavasana. So letting your feet come wide, folding out like a book, palms by your sides, opening up towards the sky. Releasing the effort of the flow that you just came through. And noticing the clarity and focus that gets left behind. We'll take a few moments here in Shavasana to just release anything that we still may be holding on to. To let all that energy settle and just absorb everything that we've come through in our practice today. Let's start to wake up the body with some movement. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Take some circles with your wrists, with your ankles. Stretch your hands up high, point your toes, full body stretch. And then roll over onto one side, coming up into seated. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this balance for focus flow and that it's been able to give you some clarity, some concentration and some focus that you can take with you for the rest of your day. I'd love to know how it went for you. If there was any pose that in particular you felt really helped you find that focus, I'd love to hear about it. Let me know in the comments below. Do subscribe to the channel for weekly classes and I hope to practice with you very soon. Namaste.